Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mrs. Peterson, that lady who teaches art. And today we are going to do our second part of gridding our Andy Warhol portrait as a double. This is practice for your self-portrait. So if you missed the first part of this video, go back and find part one. We did these first 4 boxes and now we're going to keep going with Andy Warhol. So now we need to figure out where his chin is separated from his shirt, right here. And we're going to outline that dark shape. So the first thing I need to do is use my pencil, and it's totally fine to turn your paper anyway. I'm going to take my pencil and put the tip of it on where I want that line to be, and I'm going to put my thumbnail where the grid is. And then I'm going to take that over here and double it. So I'm going to put my thumbnail right on the grid. I'm going to go over, and that is about where I think that comes down. Now I need to find the bottom of his chin. So I'm going to put my thumbnail on the line again, and I'm going to find where I think it's the lowest part of his chin. Find that measurement right now with your finger and your pencil. And then I'm going to come down and double that. So something in between there is going to be like how his chin is. Now if I look at his chin, part of what really makes it look realistic is when it has those things that are imperfections. So his isn't perfectly like, here's the black, here's the gray. There's some like little dots of darker shade in there. So when you go back and add your value, you're going to want to make sure that you get those. But it goes kind of like that, around, comes down, and he has like a little indent in his chin. That kind of rounds around. And then there's his chin. If I look at his chin, it comes flat across, and then it has a little bump up. So I'm going to go flat across, and then a little bump up right there at the end. Try to get that. And then I'm going to go back and get some of those textures on there. There's a little bit of white over here in the black too I want to outline so I don't forget those. The more you can capture just those little imperfections in it, the more it's going to look realistic. So I'm just looking at what I see in the picture and trying to capture those little things on my drawing.
Nothing like yours. Mine looks so bad. Mine looks trash.
Let me see. You guys, these are not bad.
Yes, they are. They don't look like this at all. They look like some.
Okay, I'm old. I've had lots of practice. This is your first time doubling a portrait. It's going to be fine. All right, let's figure out where his chin's going to come over here now. So I'm going to take this line, put my thumbnail on it, and then I'm going to put my finger or the tip of my pencil over to where the collar is going to be. I should see you measuring right now with your pencil. Put the tip of your pencil on the black where you're going to draw the edge and put your thumbnail on the grid. Take that measurement and go over to the box. Make sure you're in the correct box. And put that mark. And then we're going to look at the line. The line comes down for his chin or for his jaw, and then it bumps in where his chin starts. So I want to feel that practice swing right there. It kind of goes curve and then down. So I want to do the same thing here. I want to curve and then down. Because I've had lots of practice. It's the only way to get better at something. All right, we want to outline the rest of his shirt collar here. Andy Warhol was known for having a very simple wardrobe. He tended to wear black turtlenecks all the time, or white turtlenecks, or black shirts or white shirts all the time. Simon Cowell does this now. He's somebody who's alive now who does this. Pablo Picasso did this with white or black or white and black stripes. They said that it freed their brain to make more creative decisions about other things if they didn't have to think about what they were wearing. So I don't know if that's true or not, if that really works, but three famous genius people do this, so maybe it's not such a bad idea. Steve Jobs did the same thing. He always wore black or white or gray. His wardrobe was very simple so that he had more creativity in his other ideas, is what they say. All right, I'm going to measure up from the crosshair right here to the top of where that turtleneck is going to cross the line. And remember, don't forget to double. That's the thing that most 8th graders forget. They'll get going and their measurements will be really good, but they'll be 1 to 1 instead of 1 to 2. You have to double everything. If I look at the shape of this, it's going to come down and then angle out. So I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to shoot towards that angle that I made already. Then I want to copy this right here. It's going to come out, angle back, and then before it gets to the line, it's going straight down. It follows the line for a while, and then it curves in. And then the really awesome thing about this shoulder line is it heads straight for the corner of the box. Notice my lines are pretty sketchy. I'm not like committing like a really hard line to anything yet. I'm kind of sketching it in, so if it's wrong, I can erase it out later. All right, then we need to go back and finish off this box up here. One of the things that you'll notice about yours too is students want to take their pencil and draw hair like this. Most of your hair is not like that. There will be chunks where it's like, okay, here's like, it almost looks like fire right here, the shapes that I see of his hair. So you're going to outline the shapes that you see, and you're going to shade them the color that you see, and that's what's going to make your hair actually look like hair and not like a little kid drew hair with their pencil, okay? We're trying to draw what we see, not what we think. So up here, we need to sketch in where his ear is because that part's going to stay light gray. So I'm twisting my paper completely around. I'm right-handed. It's way easier for me to keep my pencil this way. So I'm going to put my thumbnail on that crosshair. I'm going to put the pencil on where the ear meets that dark hair. And then I'm going to take that measurement over here. Make sure you're in the same box. It's the second from the bottom. And I'm going to double it. So that's where I think that ear comes out to. If I come back to the top of his turtleneck here, it kind of goes up gently, his skin, and then it starts to loop out towards that ear. So I'm going to do a practice swing. Kind of angles down, and then it curves just a little bit at the bottom. So angle down, curve at the bottom for that ear. I think I kind of did that a little bit narrow, so I'm going to go back and try again. Okay, then outside of that, you have the dark hair. So you're going to just outline where you see that hair. And then there's like a light shape here that's going to stay white. This comes over. Like I said, it kind of looks like flames or something. The closer you can get to what it actually looks like, the more realistic it's going to be. There's some dark under here, a little dark under here. And then all the way around that, I see like a light gray, middle gray shade. I wouldn't be shading in anything that's black yet, but if you want to work in this box and get some of those lighter shades on, that's not a problem. You'll want to go back with your blending stick on this and make sure that all these areas get blended nicely. I turned it down to 50, you guys. 50? 50 is not hot. I think it's probably like 75 degrees in here right now. which that's hot. Okay, up in this box, we have just a little bit more of that light gray. And then we need to finish the ear and the other shades of the hair that we see up there. We will do that in part 3 of the video. So join us for that. I can't wait to see what you create.